Hello everybody, my name is William and welcome back to another Roblox Bee Swarm Simulator video where today I would like to talk about and explain to you guys 10 tips and tricks for mid-game players in Bee Swarm Simulator. Before we start with that, I'd quickly like to tell you what qualifies for mid-game is anything above 35 bees, like 35 bees and above. 50 bees though, 50 bees is endgame, so 50 bees and gummy boots, that's endgame. Mid-game is 35 bees plus, so yeah. So tip number 1 is to do your memory matches. See these right here? I still do my memory matches because they are so helpful. They give you a load of really good items, like pre-crafted items, like you can get enzymes, like 3 enzymes, 5 oils, magic beans. You can get star jellies, and I mean a lot of star jellies. You can get a lot of royal jelly as well. Treats, you can get just a ton of stuff from memory matches, so be sure you do your memory matches whenever they're ready. So like there's a memory match up in the 35B zone. There's also a memory match for 500,000 honey inside of the badge shop, and it requires a specific number of badges. Yeah, 15 badges. So this memory match has like a cooldown of 4 hours, I believe. So be sure you do that one. There's a memory match over by the, what did I call him again? Mid-tier shop? No, Mediocre Bear. That's what I called him. Here he is. This is Mediocre Bear right there. And there's actually a hidden memory match up inside the 30B zone with On It. If you do the parkour, the moon parkour, right here. See in the 30B zone? See these little moons here? You can actually parkour up these at night because they will start glowing at night and they won't be transparent. They'll be solid. But as you can see, there's a memory match right up there. And yeah, be sure you do your memory matches. All right, so tip number 2. This is another super basic tip, so it's sprouts. Whenever a sprout spawns, like let's say a random sprout spawns in the sunflower field, always pop the sprouts and then collect all the rewards that they give you, because sometimes they give you crafted items and they give you a ton of treats. And also you can get a free spawn. They also give tickets, by the way, but you can get a free spawn from this right here for having 8 legendary bee types. It's a randomized sprout, but the lowest sprout that you can get from it is actually a rare sprout. Be sure you do gummy sprouts. They give you gum drops, which will be very useful for getting the gummy bee, but by mid-game you should have the gummy bee. If you don't, be sure you're doing these gummy sprouts because they give gum drops and glue, like fully crafted glue. I get like 3 to 4 glue every gummy sprout, so it's pretty good. Sometimes 2, maybe 1 every now and then, but there's a glue right there. Collect that, get all these gum drops. Yes, yes, yes. So be sure to pop all the gummy sprouts that you can find. Now, tip number 3 is a bit more advanced. This one's a bit more of a bit of an interesting one. This one's kind of cheeky, actually. And it's to defeat the coconut crab. And it's a really easy glitch. It's not patched yet. I'll do it right now to actually take out my coconut crab. Okay, so essentially, you're going to want to come up to the top bear shop and go ahead and equip yourself the beekeeper boots, which is right here. They give you just enough jump power to get up to where you need to be. So be sure you have the beekeeper boots equipped. The coconut clogs will make you jump too high. So now that you have your beekeeper boots equipped, go ahead, head up to where Spirit Bear is and position yourself where half of your feet are hanging off like this and half of your feet are hanging on. So that way coconut crab can't actually hurt you. You can just stand up here. However, when coconut crab does his little jumping thing, see like that? See, before it turns completely red, be sure you jump before it turns completely red. And you can just sit up here, who knows how long, and you can just, every coconut, be sure you just jump to avoid taking damage from the coconut. So that's an easy way to defeat the coconut crab for you guys. So tip number 4. For tip number 4, it's always craft items. Now, you're not going to want to do this in the end game, but in mid game, you're going to want to do this all the time. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to constantly be crafting a bunch of stuff. Like, go ahead, craft a bunch of stuff, whatever. Go ahead, confirm it. So while you're playing, in the background, you're not wasting any time on crafting materials and ingredients for crafting like cool gear like the gummy mask and stuff. Like you could go ahead, come over here to glue. You can go ahead and craft a bunch of these and let it run in the background while you just have fun, grind around in Bee Swarm Simulator with your friends. So always be crafting items. Now, this is tip number 5. This is a really easy one, but tip number 5 is kind of more of a decision, I guess. With all of your honey, make sure you're buying as many hive slots as you possibly can, because in mid-game, bees are the main thing that's going to be getting you pollen. So if your hive slot costs less than the petal wand, buy the hive slot until it costs more than the petal wand, then buy the petal wand. Just constantly be spending your honey on hive slots, and make sure the levels are evened out. Like, make sure your bees are at like level 12 for mid game. Once you get to like 45 bees, make sure they're all level like 14. Level 14 sounds understandable for 45 bees. So yeah, constant hive slots. That is tip number 5. Now, tip number 6, and this is another really basic one. Everyone should know this by now, but always do your quests. And I mean it. Collect every quest that you can. Turn in every quest that you can, so that way you'll have the quest running in the background. Let's say you have a Spirit Bear quest. Be sure you have that collected from Spirit Bear. Go ahead, get your Spirit Bear quest from Spirit Bear, and just make sure that's in the background, so whenever you're doing anything, you'll always have that quest being progressed without you even having to do anything, like just in the background. And now tip number 7. So tip number 7 is whenever you're like grinding around and stuff, right? If you're just grinding in a random field anywhere in the game here, right, and you're not going to be doing any boosting that day or anything like that, whenever you can, go ahead, just come over to these HQs or the mountaintop booster and just grab a boost like this. Boom, we just got a boost. So always grab your boosters so that way you can just do some passive grinding while you wait for ingredients, or if you're just trying to pass time, talk to your friends or something, you can just grind around in this field. Don't do a boost, like don't use materials, don't use micro converters, just go ahead, do casual running around and swinging your pedal dipper. Okay, so now tip number 7, and this is a pretty basic tip, honestly. This tip is every single hour, be sure to attack the Mondo chicken and get all the nice rewards from it, like micro converters, field dice, possible mythic eggs, and the honey tokens actually give you like 20 million honey, which for mid game is actually, you know, a lot of honey, you know, so you're gonna want to be taking down that Mondo chicken whenever you can. Also, be sure to like Mondo hop, which is like switching around servers, like joining new servers over and over again. Whenever there's a Mondo chicken, just go to that new server, go ahead, take that down so you can get some extra rewards from it. Now moving on, we have tip number 8. Tip number 8 is constantly do your bug runs. What a bug run is you take down all of these little mobs like ladybugs here. Be sure to take down the ladybugs. Be sure you have baby love active whenever you fight like the spider or the werewolf at least. So here's the spider. Take down the spider. You get some good rewards from this. So you just kill every mob in the game. That includes your bosses such as King Beetle and Tunnel Bear. King Beetle is inside of this little Cloverfield area right here. And by the way, here's a little extra thing. Here's a little, you know, tip, you know. So when you defeat King Beetle, here's a little glitch for you. If you stand right here in this corner, the King Beetle actually will not attack you. If you just stand right here, right in the corner, King Beetle won't touch you. So tip number 9, this is a bit of a tip for newbies, and this is collecting every secret hidden item across the map. And what I mean by hidden secret, you know, item is these things. See this little cloud vial hidden in this corner here, this royal jelly right here. Did you know actually inside the petal shop, there's actually like a hidden star jelly down here? You just pass through this petal belt thing here and go down here, you'll find a star jelly right there. Go ahead, collect that. And if you want to find all the locations to all those secret hidden items, in the top right hand corner right here, click on the little card that pops up. It will take you to a video where I show every single hidden item location. So yeah, be sure to check that out, get all those hidden items, and get those extra stuff like star jellies, jelly beans, enzymes, oil, and a free diamond egg, by the way. But yeah, those are 10 tips and tricks for Bee Swarm Simulator mid-game players. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, guys, and I will see you all in the next Roblox Bee Swarm Simulator YouTube video that I publish, or any other video I publish. By the way, be sure to check out our versatile vector merch. The entire set is 10 Robux, the shirt is 5 Robux, and the pants are 5 Robux. So down in the description below, I will leave little links to those, so be sure to check those out. And yeah, goodbye!